What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. And sometimes you start reading through articles and you don't even know what to expect. This article right here ends with an absolute banger. And I want you guys to stay with me as we go through this, okay? I'm going to talk about this at length when I get to the bottom. But this particular article, it starts off talking about, yeah, they're just trying to race swap these X-Men characters, and we kind of saw that coming, right? Okay, we've been seeing all of this stuff. I did a whole video about them race swapping Professor X using Giancarlo Esposito as the actor. I've already talked about that. I'll link that above so you can check it out. And you guys know my stance on race swaps, okay? We don't have to go through it too in depth, but I'll touch on it as we go through this article. But yeah, toy industry insiders, Marvel planning race swaps for X-Men. All right, so this is on thatparkplace.com, and it's a little bit of rumor, but when you read through it, it's like, yeah, this is exactly what we expect. Okay, not just the race swap, but the absolute erasure of Caucasian characters is coming, and it's kind of crazy when you sit back and think about it. And it shows that Disney doesn't really care about entertaining fans anymore. They do not care about the fans whatsoever. What they care about is manipulation and market manipulation and trying to get people to follow a agenda. Okay, let's go ahead and check this out. Of course, it says here Disney has one of the most beloved franchise in the world coming to the MCU very soon. However, already they're going in a familiar, controversial direction. So the article starts off, and it's just kind of a lot of discussion of the business. They're developing merchandise around movie and shows. They have focus groups getting assembled, design docs and NDAs are being passed around. Okay, all of this mumbo jumbo. I'll leave a link in the description. You can go ahead and read this at your leisure. But they're saying that, yeah, that Park Place, we have some connections, of course, connections with toy industry insiders at major partner companies for Walt Disney. Okay, so they're finding out a lot of stuff that's happening here. According to an insider in his connections with international market contracts, Disney is hard at work right now developing the future of the X-Men, okay? So you got action figures, assorted toys, t-shirt, coffee mugs, you name it. And it's a time for the X-Men brand under the MCU umbrella, even though for now the X-Men name remains. Yeah, sorry, Victoria Alonso. Yeah, Victoria Alonso wanted to name it the Mutants, because she has a problem with this particular word right here, men. For some stupid reason, like men aren't a part of the damn world or something. It's just, yeah, whatever. While we've heard that Marvel is testing out some of the vices of the characters, like will they still smoke, will they still be womanizers, etc., the latest rumor is that Disney wants to race swap various X-Men. Now, we all saw that coming, okay? In effect, they want to reduce the number of Caucasian characters. So I absolutely believe that they're going to race swap a few characters, mainly Professor X and Magneto, okay? They're going to go the whole, Malcolm X and Martin Luther King route because they've already been talking about that. People say that all the time, okay? They always say, yeah, that's where the X-Men came from. It was like Malcolm versus Martin, okay? You had Malcolm, the militant guy, okay? That's Magneto. And then you had the non-violence, peaceful guy, and that's Professor X. And that's what they're going to do. And both of those characters, I guarantee you, I'll put money on it right now that those two guys are going to be two black guys. Now, I think that they're also going to race swap a couple of other characters. I think they're going to race swap Cyclops. I think they're going to race swap probably Mystique, probably use a Latina girl, just being unoriginal, of course. I think they're going to have Rogue. You saw on the cover of this video, Kiki Palmer is talking about playing Rogue. So I think that that's going to happen. I think Iceman is going to get race swapped. I think he's going to probably be a Latino guy. I think Gambit is going to also get race swapped. Those are my predictions. We'll see if I'm right. This is their message verbatim sent from our toy expert whose identity we have confirmed and corroborated, but they're going to keep him anonymous to protect the career. It says here right now, the question is how much race swapping to include, okay? So they probably are thinking, hey, man, let's just race swap everybody, man. Let's get all of these white guys out of here, and let's just put as many black faces and many Latino and Asian and other racial groups. Let's just put them all in there. Let's just eliminate every white character we can possibly do. And they're probably saying, that might be a little bit too much. We might want to scale back on that. But that's the main thing, that they're trying to figure out how much race swapping to include. And then, of course, they think that race swaps will be more accepted if the incoming swapped in actor is a bigger name, a la Giancarlo Esposito, okay? Oh, yeah, if we get a big name like that people already like, they're going to be no problem. We're accepting of it or whatever. Or at least it'll be harder, as it says, for the fans to object and criticize to it. I guarantee you that's not the case, okay? I'm going to be objecting to it. And I know pretty much a whole lot of fans that love comic books, that are fans of cartoons and everything, they're going to absolutely reject that 100%. You know, I don't care who it is, okay? And the thing I said about Giancarlo Esposito, the problem is with race swaps from a creative standpoint, it's just lazy. From a film standpoint, for the film, it's unnecessary and it's pointless, all right? It doesn't enhance the film whatsoever. It doesn't do anything for the film, all right? And then from the social standpoint, which is really the only reason to do it, the only thing you're getting out of this, unfortunately, is disrespect, not only to the marginalized, you know, race that you're swapping out, okay, but you're also doing that to the actor. So quickly, it says here, it's about budgets, you know, basically higher price talent and budgets. Disney is looking at reining in those budgets. You know, these actors are making more and more money for these films, okay? And that means there's less left in the total production budget. You know, they don't have as much money in there to spend if you got to pay all of these actors all of this insane amount of money. And what's interesting is, remember, the part of the winning formula per Disney is cameos. Remember all of the buzz about who was going to pop up in No Way Home, right? Oh, is it going to be Toby, or are we going to get Andrew Garfield? You know, who's coming? Are these guys going to be there? You know, that creates buzz. And, you know, Disney says, yeah, cameos, you know, having these guys flash in, flash out, you know, so we can create buzz around our film. Who else might show up? You know, that's what they're going to do. That's their idea of entertainment. You know, it's just absolutely ridiculous. Those add salary pressure, even if it's included in the actor's contract. Included means pay is already built in. Also, actor salaries are not subject to the various production subsidies that various states offer, as well as financing plays for different accounting posts. So yeah, like if some of these actors have big contracts, you know, it's like, hey, you got a 5-film contract with Marvel, and then one of those films is a cameo. All right, it's like, man, we paid this guy a lot of money for 5 films, and one of them was like a post-credit scene for 30 seconds. Shoot, now we got to put him in. You know, we got 4 more films that we got to put him in. How many more cameos do we want to do? And the thing about it is they're not making the money that they used to make, right? Back in about 2018, 2019, you had all of these billion-dollar hits coming at the tail end of phase 3. They ain't doing that. They haven't done a billion-dollar film since phase 3. All right, we're already done with phase 4. Will Black Panther hit? And I'm not talking about Spider-Man No Way Home. I know Spider-Man No Way Home made $2 billion or whatever, but it belongs to Sony. Okay, that's Sony's film. It's not Marvel and Disney's film like that. Okay, they shared it, but it's not their film altogether. All right, so you got to start asking yourself, wait a minute. These guys ain't making the money that they used to. Can they afford to be paying for all of these expensive actors? And then, of course, you got special effects need dollar boosting. Okay, that's another pressure on the total budget. Still, Disney know that they have to get a handle on their budgets in order to facilitate those non-event movies. Very true. And here's the part I thought that was really interesting. Okay, he says he got to talk to somebody else for more, but select Avengers will be included as bait and as jobbers for the new X-Men. You know how many fans are continually calling out Disney for pulling those bait and switches all over the place? Something I agree with, and focus groups say it's wearing thin, and even diehards who wanted to see a Doctor Strange movie be about Doctor Strange. Yeah, like these guys, like the diehards, the Marvel fans, they're real fans. They don't want to see this nonsense, okay? They're tired of it. They're losing this group right here. They're losing them, all right? They're going to get like the general audience that'll just show up for every Marvel movie, watch it once, and they're done. They might catch it again on Disney Plus, but they're not going to come to the theaters 5, 6, 7 times. That's not happening. All right, so he says back to debate. Well, that's apparently set to continue with the strong faction at Marvel calling for better bait. Apparently, this is part of their oh so genius solution. The Fox actors are considered top-notch bait. At first glance, this better bait, when it rolls out, will likely be falsely interpreted by some fans as Disney listening to the fans. It's not. It's a cynical money play. Like they kind of did with Doctor Strange, right? You had Professor X, okay? Here, oh, Patrick Stewart. Oh, hell yeah, man. Professor X is here. Oh, wait. Oh, that's just like the Earth such and such Professor X. That's not the Professor X that's in the MCU. Oh, okay. So who's our Professor X? Well, we don't know yet. But you also have like all kinds of other characters that are just going to slide in, slide out. I mean, they got Wolverine going to show up in Deadpool 3. Is that going to be Wolverine? Or is that just going to be Hugh Jackman showing up playing Wolverine? But that's not going to be the Wolverine for the MCU. We don't know. Okay? We don't know. Look at this comment right here. He's saying, CC, we gave you a white male hero for a few minutes. What are you complaining about? Now, I'm going to skip down to this because this next section where it's talking about jobbing. Basically, what they're saying is they're going to try to push characters with other characters, right? You know, that's a wrestling thing where, you know, you get a guy and he's a popular character, but he's going to be used to push like a smaller character that's on the come up, somebody that really isn't there yet. You know, they're going to be doing that kind of stuff. So that's there. You can read that. But here's the part that I think is just extremely, extremely concerning. They are working hard at trying to find a palatable to them balance between the minimum property authenticity to ensure commercial success and their main focus of being reflective of not only today's society, but also the society of tomorrow. So they're trying to project, this is what we want our society of tomorrow to look like, right? One Marvel midline creative referred to this as unfortunate because that means having white men be more present than we want to. I mean, did you hear that? Did you hear that? Did you hear that, folks? Okay, they're basically saying they don't really want white people, okay? The fact is that, oh, okay, in order to ensure commercial success, all right, but we're going to have to, have some authenticity to the actual project, right? But this guy is saying, well, that's unfortunate because that means having more white people than we want to in this thing. That's what they're saying this means. It goes on to say, the focus groups have already talked about the race and gender swaps down here. Focus group and we've dug indicate that the large majority don't want any of this in their superhero entertainment. Facts, sorry, all right? But this last one is absolutely astonishing. It says, yes, the above is from second and third removed sources at Disney, but 3 of them have said that one of the main objectives, get this, okay? Listen to this, guys, to continue to move on to transit from white men, even if this means leaving money on the table. Okay? I thought you would want to hear it. They know that, unfortunately, guys are terrible, man. Racist motherfuckers. White men are the money in the whole revenue stream chain, which includes multiple viewings, more merch at higher price points, your damn customers, okay? The people that buy your shit, the people that are mostly invested. You're turning your backs on them, okay? In my opinion, you're turning your backs on comic fans, okay? Because to me, it's not just about white, black, color, this, color, that, okay? It's about the comic book fandom, okay? That's who you're turning your back on, okay? Because this is going to piss off comic fans regardless of the color. This is going to piss us all off. Regardless of colors, it's pissing me off. I'm pissed off reading this. Secondary media spins, etc. We want to give the minimum possible needed to get the most that we can get out of them. We'll have to throw them a couple of bones. This company, now again, this is on a website. I'll link it once again, but this company doesn't give a goddamn about none of us. Okay. This is just fan manipulation, okay? They're trying to manipulate the feelings of fans. They're trying to manipulate people to come to this shitty, stupid shit, this trash heap of a show, this trash heap of a damn universe that started out great, okay? The first 3 phases, phenomenal, okay? Loved them, okay? And then all of a sudden, these guys just lost their goddamn minds, and now they're giving us this crap. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, okay? But that's where we're at, okay? Just blatant racism. Unfortunately, white men are the money in the whole revenue stream chain. Like I said, man, if that's true, you're going to see it, okay? You're going to see it because all of the rumblings, all of this stuff, behind the scenes stuff, you're going to see it. They won't talk about it. They'll never admit it, but you'll see it, and it's kind of the way it's feeling now. It's feeling like that already. All right? We haven't even gotten to X-Men, and it's already felt like that. And it's just the fact that, whew, we'll have to throw them a couple of bones. Are they going to throw y'all some bones? Are y'all going to take them bones and run with them? Man, I think that they're going to fall flat on their faces, okay? And I hope that this particular article just gets around the world so everybody can read it, okay? And, maybe Marvel might change their tune. I don't know. But nevertheless, folks, what do y'all think about this situation? I think this is just absolutely astonishing. It's atrocious, but it sounds like Disney and Marvel in the way they've been going lately. Go ahead, get down in the comments, leave me your thoughts and your opinions on that. Thanks for watching. See you next time.